If you're thinking about investing in a multiplex apartment building and applying for a mortgage, there's one number that can determine the terms of your loan or even whether you qualify at all. And this crucial number is the net operating income, or the NOI. It's how lenders decide whether your property qualifies for financing. Hi, my name is Ali. I'm the co-owner of Home and Capital Realty. We have been committed to helping clients buy, sell, and invest in real estate for over a decade. And this channel is all about educating and empowering people to make well-informed decisions in real estate. In the next few videos, we're going to dive deep into how to finance a multiplex apartment building, especially in the Greater Toronto Area and across Ontario. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to calculate NOI like a pro and explain how it will directly impact your mortgage when buying a multiplex apartment building. Let's jump in. A multiplex is a building with multiple self-contained residential units. In Ontario, properties with 2 to 4 units are considered residential, while anything with 5 or more units is treated as commercial residential. That distinction is important because it changes how lenders evaluate the property. With residential multiplexes, banks focus more on your personal income and finances, but with commercial multiplexes, lenders care more about the income the property itself produces. That is why NOI becomes a critical part of the financing equation. NOI tells you how much profit the building makes in a year after paying all the necessary operating expenses, but before paying the mortgage. These expenses include property taxes, insurance, utilities, maintenance, property management, and a typical vacancy rate. For the following example, we will use a 4% vacancy rate. All right, now let's walk through a realistic NOI calculation for a 6-unit apartment building in Toronto. Let's just say each unit is going to rent out for about $2,200 per month, which is conservative but realistic for mid-market unfurnished rentals in a lot of neighborhoods in Toronto. $2,200 per month times 6 units, that works out to be $13,200 per month. That times 12 months equals about $158,400 per year. Now, let's estimate realistic annual operating expenses. Property tax, $20,000, insurance, $6,000, utilities. Well, if the landlord is going to pay for water and gas, $9,500, repair and maintenance, 5%, about $8,000, property management, let's use 6%, that works out to be $9,500. For vacancy allowance, we're using 4% here, which works out to be $6,336. So the total operating expense will be $50,256 per year. Now, subtract your total expenses from your gross income to calculate NOI. Works out to be $99,144. This is your net operating income, the building's annual profit before the mortgage payment. This is the number that lenders will use to assess how much debt the property can support. All right, next, we apply the debt service coverage ratio, or the DSCR, which most commercial lenders require to be at least 1.2. That means the property's NOI should be 20% higher than the annual mortgage payment. So let's say your projected annual mortgage payment are $80,000. The minimum NOI required would be $80,000 times 1.2, which comes up to be $96,000. Since your actual NOI is $99,144, you pass the DSCR test and now you will likely qualify for financing. But if your NOI were lower, say $90,000, you might only qualify for a smaller loan or be required to make a larger down payment to reduce the lender's risk. The key takeaway? For 2 to 4 unit multiplexes, your personal finances matter most. But for a 5+ building, lenders focus more on the building's income and efficiency. And that's why it's so important to know how to calculate NOI accurately, especially in a high-cost market like Toronto. I hope this helped you understand how NOI is calculated and how it impacts mortgage qualification. You can use the link below to download our free NOI calculator template to help you evaluate a property that you are considering. And like always, please don't forget to click that like button and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.